Hi boys and girls, this is Coach Jones and I hope you guys are all doing great in your new learning environments. I'm trying to get used to my new teaching environment, which has been quite a task, but we got to do what we got to do to stay healthy, right? And stay safe. Make sure you're washing those hands. All right, we had quite a few questions on what to do, so I wanted to make sure that we have a new type of setup this week. That our principals wanted us to do, to where you'll have a little check-off system. So I wanted to go over it with you in a little video. It says these are the learning activities for the week. There are two types of activities, essential and optional. Essential activities are directly connected to standards that are focused on during this 9 weeks. Optional activities are ideas to support student learning and engagement and may or may not be completed. They will not be turned in. So remember, we had lots of students this week. This was a practice week, which is completely fine, but forgot to turn in or submit their Google Forms. You will also need to turn in and submit this week another Google form that will be listed outside of this assignment. And then you will also need to submit a Google slide where you will record your activities on there as well. So let me go through them real quick. So always make sure that you do everything in order. Okay, let me see if I can move my screen. There we go. So it says over here, so this is the left-hand side, which is essential. This is the right-hand side, which is optional, okay? The essential side here, this is our lesson. We're going to be doing independent and dependent variables, and this is the instructional video. You do not have to take notes during the instructional video, but you can. And you can put them, if you have your man, you may do that as well. Once again, you do not have to. But it's important for you to watch the video so that you will know how to do the activities later on. Okay? Now, one thing I do want to say about independent and dependent variables, remember the independent is what determines the dependent, and as you watch this video, X always determines the Y. And X is your X coordinate and Y is your Y coordinate. Independent is always on the X coordinate. Dependent is always on the Y coordinate. So that will be your main thing that you will want to take away from this video. Okay. Now here's the video that gets to it. Notice there's the link right there. Okay. Now you'll go down. Here are the anchor chart notes. These are just notes that you can look at. Notice there's little boxes that you can check off as you do them. You want to do everything in order, please. Do not skip around and try to do the Google form without doing the practice. Now, this is the independent and dependent practice sheet that you'll see in the video. And in the video, they stop it, okay? And when they stop it, then you'll finish doing the practice sheet in the video. Then here is the answer key. These will not be, will not be activities you turn into me or Mrs. Ullman. These are just activities to help you understand the idea and what we would have actually done in our man at school. Then you need to do this practice on IXL, okay? So you click here. Here is the link that it will go to. Everything is linked on this sheet except for the Google form. Now, down here is the actual independent and dependent practice. You will click on this PDF, and this is where you will answer the questions. This is a competency grade. That means this will be a grade on this sheet. After you answer the questions from this sheet, you don't have to print it out. You can just grab a piece of paper, write your answers A, B, C, D. You will take those answers and input them into the Google form that is underneath this assignment. Okay, and it will be titled Independent and Dependent Practice. You must submit that form in order to get a grade. Okay, please do not wait until the last minute to do this, because once again, the longer that you take, you have 5 days to do this, 7 if you need the weekend to do it. Okay, but try not to wait till the last minute so that I can give you feedback if you're not understanding the idea, the main idea behind independent and dependent variables. Okay, then this is our this up here, the independent and dependent variables, is our supporting standard. This is our readiness standard, additive and multiplicative relationships. Once again, follow the video and watch as you go through. Now, some of these videos aren't always me, or they might be Mrs. Ullman, but they're not always one of us. It could be Khan Academy. It could be some North Point teachers that we have. So make sure you watch. This video here is from North Point, and then this video is an activity we would have actually done in class in our MAN. Okay, so watch this activity. This is the practice sheet that goes with it. Do you have to do it? No, but here is the practice sheet in the video if you would like to print it out and do. Some of us are more hands-on, but we do better by doing instead of just watching. Okay, then here is the additive and multiplicative anchor charts. Okay, these are once again that show you how to make a table from additive and multiplicative. Then this is your practice in the IXL, and this is the Google slide. You will write your answers. Some of you know how to write on the slides. I don't know how to write on the slides, but when you do the Google slide, it will make your own copy of it, and you will submit that copy to Mrs. Ullman and I. You can either put your answers on the slide if you know how to do that, or you can put the answers in the speaker notes. And then this one will be for a completion grade. So I hope this helped you. These activities over on the right-hand side are all optional. You do not turn any of these into us. And these are just some Kahoots, some extra practice that you might want to actually do before you actually do your competency and your completion grades. You do not have to do them. They are optional once again. But everything on the left-hand side is essential to your learning. And those are the ones that you have to do. So once again, do everything in order. Do not try to complete the forms without watching this, watching the videos, the instructional videos. Those will help you. If you have any questions, just let Mrs. Ullman and I know just by doing a message to us. And you can do private message. You don't have to do it on the classroom message board. You can do a private message to us. And that was in our last directions last week. Okay, so you can just click on the assignment, go to private conversation, and then send us a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Stay strong, stay safe, keep washing those hands, and I sure hope that we will get to see you again. I miss you all terribly. I know Mrs. Ullman misses you all too, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.